Good morning, it's Martin at Panel Headquarters. Just going to have a little bit of a look at the Euro 6.2 engine that's used in the Volkswagen T6.1. This is a Delphi DCM6.2 engine control unit. And with a lot of control units, or well, whole modern control units now, they've got a lot of protection maps in there. Some people like to call them thermal protection maps, so it sounds really good, and yes, I suppose it is a thermal protection, but they are basically protection maps there to monitor your engine, and if it sees it outside of its parameters or its threshold value, then it will start to limit the fuel. So you can see here, this one is it's the Egt map, so you can see 1 equals no limitation, and then as it starts dropping down from 1, then it starts limiting it. So if you look down this axis here, this is the Egt Sensor that's pre-turbo, so it's measuring your turbo temperature, turbine temperature, as it says there. So it starts getting to 795, no protection at all, gets up to 800 and it starts getting protection there. So you can see 1 equals no protection, 800.9, so you can see it started getting a little bit of protection there. So that's a look at the Egt one. We know these turbos on these will run really safe up to 890, really safe. So we can recalibrate all this access down here to 890, then slowly drop it 890, 900, 910, 920, 930, 940, and then we'll protect it where we'll just start dropping the limitation off. Another one, well, there's, like I said, there's quite a few. There's your air temperature protection. Obviously we'll have coolant, won't we? Coolant. You've got your fuel in higher gears, fuel in low gears, yep, and then obviously there's EGT, or as turbo protection. So it's fuel in one. Now if you live in a really cold climate, we could put protection in, so then you can't rev the engine until the fueling's got up to temperature. Now this is enabled in some software versions. I think it depends on where the vehicles are from, but we do enable this protection when we do calibrate software. So we do calibrate this into all software we do, even if they're in the UK. You know, we do get cold temperatures, not down to -30. I don't know whether global warming is going to make us get down to -30 in winter, I don't know. But a customer from the UK, he might drive the vehicle to Iceland. You know, we never know where they're going. So I calibrate all the software so you can drive them all over. So yeah, I will enable the protection in our software. And so, like I said, a lot of people call this thermal protection enabled. We do calibrate our software to enable this protection, so you can't thrash the vehicle until it's warmed up. EGT is one of the most important one. That's the word I was looking for. It's the most important one, really, because this is what a lot of people get wrong, and this is why they end up with really high EGTs. What you generally find is a lot of tuning companies will come along and they'll do this, or they'll do that. So if you're looking at the map now, yeah, it's set at 1 across the board, so there's no protection at all. So a lot of tuning companies who don't particularly know how to calibrate software, they'll just see these maps and they go, oh, what's that? Don't know. We'll just go bang, and they'll set it, and yeah, they'll get the power out of it and stuff like that. But then you've lost your OEM ECU protection maps, or thermal protection maps. So a lot of tuning companies do this, where really they should spend the time to recalibrate the axis to what temperature they will allow the turbo. Like I said, these turbos on these T6s will run to 890 all day long, non-stop, no problem whatsoever. So, you know, tuning companies, you can rescale all the axis and rescale all your map to enable correct protection, thermal protection. Like I say, a lot of people do call it that, so it looks well, I suppose, doesn't it, right? We enable thermal protection, but it is OEM protection maps. You know, we do need to keep these enabled and recalibrate them where needed, so we get the correct performance from the vehicle. They are there for a reason. They're not there to do this with. They're not there just to blank out, you know. They are there to be calibrated properly, and like I say, we can also recalibrate them to enable protection in really cold climates. So a lot of stuff we can do. I've been in the tuning industry for a very, very long time. I'm very, very passionate in what I do. I do all in-house research and development at Penley Headquarters in Barnoldswick. This enables me to offer a tuning service I believe customers deserve, and I also work alongside a number of very, very passionate agents. I'm proud to work alongside them. We're not interested in tuning every single vehicle on the road. We're not interested in money. We're interested in doing the job correctly. We're all very, very passionate, and we're all proud of the work that we actually produce. So that's just a little bit of a video. Sorry about the wobbly phone and also the microphone. I do plan on getting a microphone. I do have one, but it doesn't work anymore. I do plan on getting a microphone and then being able to screen capture the PC monitor, so I can do some more technical talks on the software development side. So you customers, you get an insight on what actually goes into tuning your vehicles correctly. I'm going to start doing more and more of these talks. Yes, it's also going to enable tuning companies as well to have a glimpse of what goes into it. A lot of tuning companies out there just do flash generic maps, but these video guides and a bit of a talk about stuff might just help some other tuning companies as well. So yeah, this is not the way to do it. Yeah, you should have that enabled and then recalibrate it to suit your research and development. Like I say, you know, EGT protection, really important. So that's just a little look at the software side of it. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, everyone.